Hi, welcome to this quick how to help video. It's the first video in a series on ratio. So we're going to be looking at simplifying, and you can see the three different types of questions that we're going to look at in this video. So we're going to start off with the first one, simplifying 15.45. So for this, you're looking for a common times table. When we're simplifying, it's a bit like cancelling fractions. What we do to the top, we do to the bottom. So in this, what we do to the left-hand side, we do to the right-hand side. So you look for your common times table. They both end in 5, so it may be that I spot the 5 times table here, and I will divide by 5 on both sides, which is going to give me 3.9. And then I must, just like counting fractions, I must look again and make sure that it's gone as small as it can. But when I look at 3 and 9, I can see that they are both in the 3 times table. So I can go again and divide by 3, which will give me 1 and 3 into 9, 3. So that's my final answer, 1.3. Now, just like counting fractions, you can take as many goes, if you like, to get to that simplest form. It may be that you spotted that the 15.45 were both in the 15 times table and just divided straight away by that 15 to give you that final answer in one go. And you may note here we divided by 5 and then divided by 3. 5 times 3 is equal to 15, which is what we divided by there. Okay, so we just broke up that divide by 15 into 2 steps. So that's your simplifying, generally 1 mark in a GCSE. This one is a little bit trickier, quite often on a calculator paper. I'm going to do it without a calculator today, just to show you how simple it is to leave the answer and not overcomplicate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the ratio that they've given us. We're going to line up the dots of the second ratio and fill in the 1.n. And you can see that on this side, I've got 2 pieces of information. That's going to help me. That's going to tell me what to do. I will have to do the same on this side. As we've just seen in the previous example, what you do to one side, you do to the other. So the 3 is being cancelled to 1. So what do I divide 3 by to make it 1? I just simply divide by 3. 3's into 3 are 1. And by the law of simplification, I must do the same on this side, whether I like it or not. So what I've got here is 5 divided by 3. If this was in a calculator paper, I would put it in a calculator. I would write down the answer in the way that they told me to write it, okay? But these are just as easy to write without, because 5 divided by 3 is a fraction that looks like that. That's it. That's the answer, okay? I could go into a mixed number if I wanted to, which is 1 2/3, but that is what my n equals. So the missing number here is 5 divided by 3. Okay, all right, on to the last one. So these ones can really trip people up, I think. So again, just keep everything in order. We've got information that we need to reorganize. They've written it in sentences. Sentences are always difficult when it comes to maths. So we want to try and write it as mathematically as possible. We know that A to B is 3 to 4. We know that B to C is 2 to 5. So I'm treating these as 2 different ratios in the same way that they've given the information to me in 2 different sentences. But the thing that ties the 2 together is the B's, because the B's are in both ratios. The problem we've got is that the B's don't have the same numbers. So that's what we need to do in order to answer this question. We're going to multiply this ratio by 2, the whole thing. So we are, instead of cancelling down, we're writing an equivalent ratio up. So if I multiply all of this, I will end up with 4.10. And now I've got the matching. I've got 3.4 and 4.10. These B's are the same. So I know the ratio of A to B to C is 3 to 4 to 10. When I read the question, it wants A to C. So we finish it off by just writing A to C is 3.10. So it's all about getting that common letter within the story to match, and then everything will just work out from there. Okay, short and sweet. I hope it has been a helpful video, and I will see you in the next ratio one.